Hey guys, I said an update was coming soon, so here's a major update. First of all, happy almost 2 years of doing this full time, thanks to not only my audience, you guys, but also everybody donating on Patreon, especially, literally could not be doing this without you guys. Also, we hit the 5-year anniversary of this channel. My first review was posted in June of 2010, when I was 19 years old. Holy crap, have I gotten a lot better at editing, speaking, making points, reviewing, criticism, everything since then. If there's one thing that I would say for everybody that wants to be a film reviewer or anything on YouTube, just general life advice, always continue finding ways to improve yourself, and eventually you will just continue getting better. If you start off believing like, hey, what I'm doing is fine, how come nobody's watching it, then you're doing the wrong thing. If you keep doing things the same way forever, then it's literally impossible to grow and improve. This is part of my brain that I cannot turn off. This is part of the reason why I demand so much from movies and from my art, why I'm such a tough critic. This is part of the reason why I'm always reevaluating what I'm doing and trying to find ways that I can be doing it better. And at this point, I've realized that it makes the most sense to change my Patreon page to charge people monthly rather than per review. First reason being is that each of my videos drastically differs in terms of how long I spend making the video. Right now, my 10-minute Bad Lieutenant video that took me about a week to make is being valued the same as my almost hour-long 2013 list that took me several months to make. The whole point of doing it per review in the first place is that it was supposed to provide a sense of security for you guys knowing that I'm incentivized to continue making videos. However, there is now 2 years worth of evidence showing that the decisions I've been making on this channel have been completely independent of that incentive anyway. If all I cared about was the money, then I wouldn't even bother tackling these giant projects that take months to make. My Synecdoche, New York analysis, every top 10 list, every YMS video, those are giant projects compared to the Thoughts On videos that also get charged on Patreon. I would have made far much more money over the past 2 years if I had just made Thoughts On videos this whole time, but to me, the content is more important than the money. The few months where I actually am able to get more than one Patreon supported video out are not months where I'm working twice as hard, they're just months where things happen to line up. I put in way more hours this month than last month, and yet I'm getting paid about half as much. A lot of other people in my situation would have just split the 2013 list into 2 parts and called it 2 separate videos, but I care more about the content than I care about the money. During the few days that I was visiting my family for Christmas, I actually brought my laptop with me and was editing while I was there, just so I could get the first part of my Synecdoche, New York review out, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten paid. And it's not like it was an extra video for that month, so I literally would not have gotten paid, and I kinda need to pay rent. I overworked myself, I rushed myself, and I've been doing things that way for far too often. It is no stretch of the truth to say that the way that I've been doing this has not been healthy. And looking back at part 1 of Synecdoche, New York, I can't help but think that that factual inaccuracy that's in that video that I'm not proud of wouldn't have happened if I had just given myself 2 or 3 more days to complete the video. So for the sake of the channel, I'm now changing my Patreon to charge monthly rather than per review, and this is something that many people have been telling me to do for quite a long time. If you're already a patron pledging $10 per review, then your pledge will be transferred over to being $10 per month. Meaning if you had a monthly maximum set to $20 or $30, that will not carry over. If your monthly maximum was there for any month that I work at 100%, then you might want to change your current pledge to be closer to your monthly maximum, considering I do work at 100% every single month. But obviously there's no pressure to do that, because honestly I am extremely thankful for your support in the first place. There's also a couple changes with the perks, so let me just list those off right now. If you pledge $1 or more, you get to show up in the credits for any larger review that I make. So when the Synecdoche, New York review is finished, I'll have credits for the last part of that video. I'll take all my current patrons, and then every single one of those names will go into the credits for the video. As you've already seen, the same thing happened for my 2013 list, and the same thing happens for the final part of any particular YMS review that I'm working on. If you pledge $5 or more, then you get access to scans of notes that I've taken for these reviews, not just that month, but every single month leading up until that month as well. If there's a month where I don't have anything to scan because I don't want to spoil the review that I'm in the process of making, then I'll just scan something else that's cool. I don't know, I'll draw a picture, something random, but you'll get something and you'll get all the other months leading up until that month. If you pledge $10 or more, then you get an invitation to a monthly Google Hangout where you get to hang out with me and ask me questions and talk and chit chat and whatever. I don't know, provoke me into going on some angry rant. Now, since Google Hangouts can only handle 10 people in a video call, I've decided that I'm going to start live streaming these Hangouts to my vlog channel. That way, if, let's say, it fills up with 10 people and you can't get in as a $10 patron, you can still get a link to the video, show up in the comments section, and I'll be responding to your questions there. And if you pledge $50 or more, I will not only send you a personalized thank you note to your mailing address, but I will also include a ticket to a movie that I've actually seen. So, like, legit, this is the ticket that I've used. Dance of Reality at the Rio. Here's Amour from Vancouver Film Fest. Here's Rust and Bone. Here's American Hustle. Here's Her. Here's The Wolf of Wall Street. Here's like Someone in Love, etc., etc. I save all these things, and I've got plenty more. Here's After Earth, and yeah, if you want one of those things as a collector's item or keepsake or whatever, I sign them and I write a little blurb on them about what I thought about the movie, or just like a 6 out of 10 or something like that. Try to make it funny and heartfelt at the same time. I know that these things aren't really worth $50, but remember that these are perks to your pledge. The pledge is to help support me and my channel. Now, some of you are probably thinking, Adam, what do you need money for? Well, first of all, the amount that you see on my Patreon page is actually $500-ish less. Second, I live in Canada and I get taxed to shit and I pay my taxes. Third, I live in the most expensive city in North America. Reason being is because this is where the film scene is. Not only is Vancouver the best city in Canada if you want to see hard-to-find indie movies in theaters, which obviously I do, but it's also where movies are being made. The extra money that I make that doesn't go towards rent and living expenses is going towards future projects. Those future projects include short films and then eventually a film once I get myself familiarized, because I don't just want to make something that's a piece of shit without any experience. And living in Vancouver means that I'll have the most filmmaking resources at my disposal. There's a lot of filmmaking going on here, so there's a lot of experienced people, actors, grips, whatever. Everything is here, so this is where I need to be. The only thing really stopping me from getting started on those projects is money. Right now, I could not even make The Dirties. Right now, I could not even make Primer. Also, apparently some of you think that just because Canadians have free healthcare, that means that we have free dental. That is not the case. When I go to the dentist, I will be paying out of pocket. I should probably do that soon, because I haven't gone in a very long time. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to pass this off as though I'm poor, because as someone who's been working minimum wage customer service jobs my whole life until 2 years ago, this is a better financial situation than I've ever been in. The money that I'm getting here is going towards funding future ambitions, and that future will happen a lot sooner the more money that I'm able to save up. If even a quarter of my subscribers pledged $1 each, I could have a feature-length film out within like 5 years. Think about that. Don't think that a small contribution is meaningless, because it actually means a lot. Now, as many of you already know, I'm just one person. What would be normal for some channels to complete as a team of people, I've been doing myself, and that means that the upload frequency on my channel is not as great as other channels. It's been suggested to me many times that I hire on an extra person to help with the editing process, but the issue with that is that all of my personality shines through the editing. A lot of the jokes are being made there. It would not be the same video, and if I'm going to oversee someone to be making sure that they're making the exact same edits that I'd be making anyway, then I might as well be doing it myself, because I would be doing it faster anyway. So instead, I'm adding a new short series to the channel that I'm not responsible for editing. I'm still in it. Many of you have already seen it. It's the Adam and Mark series. Basically, it functions the same way as a Let's Play, except we're talking over TV shows or movies or whatever. Obviously, it's going to be very selective as to what type of shows or movies we talk over. It would only work for certain things, but I mean, I'm willing to experiment and see where it goes. The most important thing is that, like the videos on my gaming channel, Mark is the one spending time editing them and not me. It is no time out of my schedule to record an hour-long voiceover over top of a TV show and have that just be something that he can work on and spend his time on editing. It takes absolutely nothing out of the time that I'm spending on my reviews, just like my gaming channel. I play video games for 1 day a week, and that amounts for videos for the whole week. I can post a video every single day on my gaming channel after only having played video games 1 day a week. Now, obviously, these videos aren't intelligent reviews, they're just dumb fun, and that's all that they're supposed to be. Dumb fun can be created and released frequently, and the problem that I'm trying to address on this channel is upload frequency. If you want extra videos that are intelligent reviews on top of the content that I'm already making, then you're going to have to ask Lucifer to create a clone of me because I'm already maxed out. Now, although 85% of you liked that video, I noticed that there was 15% of you that did not like that video, and that is totally fine. I am not offended in any way by that. If you're not a fan of the type of humor or the dumb fun or whatever, the style, it doesn't matter. That is totally fine. Just like always, I try to appeal to as many different audiences as possible. There's plenty of people that don't watch my Synecdoche, New York analysis, and you can tell that from the view count in comparison to the other videos, and that's totally fine. However, even though the Synecdoche, New York video turned out to be an unanticipatedly giant project that wound up consuming my entire channel and made it so that I haven't released YMS reviews in a very long time, these videos that Mark's editing have literally zero effect on the other videos that I'm making on my channel. They will not affect the frequency, and they will not affect the quality. They take away literally nothing. It is of no burden to you whatsoever for these videos to exist on this channel if you do not want to click on them. However, it is of great benefit for the 85% of people that did enjoy it, because now they get to see more enjoyable content more frequently. I wish I could give 100% of people on this channel more enjoyable content more frequently, but as I've already stated, a clone of myself does not exist. Just please try your best to keep in mind that even if you do see these videos popping up fairly frequently, they are literally taking no time away from the other videos that I'm making. One of those videos could be released every 2 weeks, and it would literally take 2 hours of free time out of the entire month for me. Another thing that I'm planning on adding to this channel, even though I don't have a specific date for it yet, is full commentaries. I could do a commentary for a movie every month or two. I could do one for The Room, seeing as how I'm not really planning on ever reviewing it. Now, even though it's fairly common for a YouTuber to record a commentary and then sell it on Bandcamp, I'm interested in uploading these to YouTube for free, also providing a free download link. I am not interested in putting a paywall behind my content because as someone who was struggling to pay rent 3 years ago, I know that not all of you can afford it, and I think that you should be able to enjoy it too. Once again, Mark will be responsible for anything beyond the actual recording process, so it won't take away time from anything else. I will continue to work a minimum of 40 hours a week on the reviews that you guys are already used to, and if I take off time to visit family, the time will be made up for either before or after. I've got 12 pages of notes for this, I've got 6 pages of notes for this, I've got several other projects on the go, so trust me that more content is coming. This channel is my platform, and it's everything that I've got going on in this life, so to suggest that I somehow have a vested interest in harming that in any way whatsoever is kind of illogical. If you have concerns, don't worry, I totally get where you're coming from. There's a lot of YouTubers that take advantage of their audience. So many that it's probably conditioned a lot of you to expect it at this point. I hate them too, and I'm interested in proving that I'm not them. If you have concerns about this that need to be addressed, please feel free to create a thread in my subreddit or my subverse. I am completely willing to defend my positions on this because I know that the facts are on my side. Anyway, happy 5 years of this channel and happy 5 years of me being able to do this full time. I love you guys so much, and I am incredibly thankful for every single one of you guys. We're gonna be doing a lot of amazing shit in the future, and I hope that you guys are with me every step of the way. I love you guys. Thank you.